Well, let's keep with things in Johannesburg. Our reporter Liabo Setho is standing by. She's been at the Chamber of Mines waiting for those marchers to arrive, and they'll be delivering a memorandum of demands. Liabo, good afternoon. Any sign of those marchers yet?
Good afternoon, Natasha. Well, I can tell you this, that the peaceful and very quiet scenes that you've seen around the Chamber of Mines are not going to be like that in the next 30 minutes or so. I can already see the policemen starting to walk through, trying to barricade areas, and I can distinctly hear the marchers and the van. I can hear them singing, so that tells me that they are very, very close to the Chamber of Mines, which is going to be their last stop, I believe, for this march. But with me, I have Mr. Stanford Malachi. He is going to be the one that is receiving the memorandum of demands from the COSATU march. The Chamber of Mines has also issued its own statement, basically supporting this march. Let's find out from him. Mr. Malachi, thank you very much for your time. You have issued a very strongly worded statement earlier this morning talking about your support for this march, but raising concerns about the Department of Minerals and Energy. Tell us more.
Thanks, Liabo. Yes, indeed. The future of South African mining is at risk. Jobs are going to be lost because of the corruption and state capture. Hence, we stand here today to support, and hence the statement that we have seen we issued earlier, supporting COSATU's march for today. If you look at what has been happening over the period, the message is very clear from the chamber that we need to have a judicial commission of inquiry so that we can delve into the issues at hand, so that we can get to the issues that are underlying in terms of the problem that we are facing. We are also saying that the national interest should be priority. So all the stakeholders should be party to this process so that we are able to come up with solutions to the problem that we are facing of state capture and corruption.
I suspect that contained in their memorandum of demands will be the issue of job losses, which we have seen in the mining industry as well. How far is the chamber with trying to arrest those losses? I know that it's an ongoing deliberations with the industry as well as government.
Yes, the industry has been saying many times that we are experiencing difficulties, be it in terms of declining production, high or increase in cost. So state capture and corruption in itself has got a very serious impact on job losses. And we have seen in the previous years, 2014, 2016, the industry has lost about 70,000 jobs. So more could be lost if state capture and corruption is left unabated.
You've talked about the recent mining charter and how it on its own has connotations of corruption. Delve into that for us more, please.
Well, I think our position is very clear in that regard, that the way the mining charter is worded is not necessarily helping investment, but it is more dissuading investors. If in the recent times we have not had many investors coming through, the CEO of the Chamber of Mines and the President of the Chamber of Mines, as I speak, they are in Cape Town today, talking to investors, trying to lure them back to invest in our mining industry. So yes, indeed, state capture and corruption have an effect on the challenges, and the letter and the wording of the mining charter as it is not in any way helping the process.
According to you, which are the most pertinent issues that investors are raising with regards to South Africa's mining sector? Well,
it's issues around policy uncertainty. It's issues around the MPRDA, which has not been coming forth. Well, obviously the mining charter itself, the way it has been drafted, it is not helping to attract investors.
But you'll agree with me that there are some aspects of it, particularly say the transformation aspect of it, that could be improved by the mining sector, no?
Yes, definitely. We are saying we need to sit together as a collective, be it business, be it labor and the mining companies, to draft a mining charter that will be acceptable to all stakeholders.
Just to put us up to speed, how far is that process at the courts with regards to the mining charter?
Well, we are looking at a court date that will be in December, early December or mid-December, where the court will be deciding on the way forward in terms of the issue at hand.
It's no secret that the chamber itself has very little confidence in the mines minister. What is your biggest concern with Mr. Zwane?
Well, we are saying the messaging is that we think his leadership is unethical. So therefore, that's where we are coming. Our stand is that we need to have a good governance, and the leadership of the Honorable Minister Zwane is questionable from that regard.
Mr. Malachi, thank you very much for making time to speak to us. Well, Natasha, that was Mr. Stanford Malachi. He is an executive here at the Chamber of Mines. As I said earlier to you, they also issued a statement earlier this morning basically supporting this march, which I can tell you that is very, very close to where we are right now. I'm sure in the next, 10-15 minutes, we should find them descending here. And of course, the SABC, we have all our cameras out here. You will be seeing all the angles of the marches and how that is progressing, and when COSATU eventually hands over that memorandum of demands.
Liabo, thanks very much. Absolutely. We will bring you that as soon as those marches arrive.